to Dr. Raw's Guide to the Universe. I'm Rory, I play Dr. Raw, and we're talking about the movie. That's right, Paul McGann as the 8th incarnation of Doctor Who. Look at those eyes, yeah, he got the look. And yeah, it's going over the pond for an adventure set in San Francisco in 1999, although it was shot in Vancouver in Canada. Say hello to the Doctor Who project. That's where they're based. Anyway, yeah, it's as producer Philip Siegel said, he had 4 networks: BBC Worldwide, Net Enterprises, Fox and Universal, all wanting a slice of the pie. So yeah, there was a lot to do, and as Mercer said, with the Leakley Bible and the Leakley script, it would have gone in a different direction, but Matthew Jacobs wrote this. So the Doctor and the Master end up having a fight, and the Eye of Harmony opens, and then there's Grace and others into the mix. So yeah, it's a nice little adventure. You think it was like a episode of House or a medical drama or something. Except, yeah, no patient in the house ever had 2 hearts, did they? Or Casualty. Yeah. Yeah, see the Doctor on Casualty next, coming up soon. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, special features are limited to a few interviews, and all the behind the scenes tour of the set and stuff. But yeah, this came in May '96, so it kind of did pave the way for the next stage in Who's evolution. So there we go, the movie. Who am I? A fascinating insight into the making of the movie Enemy Within is a book, Regeneration, by Philip Siegel and Gary Russell, which they go behind the scenes, talk about casting and everything. And you've got the Leakley Bible, the Leakley script, the first version, transforming Spider Daleks, which is absolutely amazing. That's, I think, War of the Daleks had Spider Daleks, but not transforming ones. There's the Sibes, different ideas for bringing back different monsters, Gallifrey, the entire quest for the Doctor's father, talks about the 10th Doctor, where they used the material without his permission, Dalton Ray's project, Last of the Time Lords, how Paul McGann was cast, filming, the look, going behind the scenes, yeah, good stuff. So unfortunately it didn't get commissioned as a series by, was it Fox Network in the end, although he started it with Rambling, so that was a shame, but yeah, it was really good. I am the Doctor. So once the BBC started publishing their own Doctor Who novels, yeah, started off with 8 Doctors, Terrance Dicks, then had Past Doctor Adventures, they called Missing Adventures, while the McGann ones were called, what was it, 8th Doctor Adventures or something. So yeah, 8 Doctors kicked it off. Infinity Doctors was really good. Again, another inspiration for Infinite Universes. Corpse Marker, Matrix, Face of the Enemy, Shadows in the Glass is quite good. That's Steve Cole and Justin Richards together. Yeah, I used to complain that they took up too many story slots individually, so why didn't they write together more often? Final Sanction with the Salations is really good. That's Steve Lyons. Short Trips. I've also got what was it? Short Trips and Side Steps, where they look at beyond the series continuity. War of the Daleks was really good. One of the best ones was Witch Hunters by Steve Lyons. It's a really good historical prime time. Escape Velocity by Colin Brake. He was tipped to be the next script editor if there had been a series 26, but there wasn't. So, yeah, and David McKinsey's Face of the Enemy. That was good. Where the Master. Helps Unit. And Ian and Barbara. So, yeah, quite a good selection. Although, I couldn't find any of the Faction Paradox books I've got, but, yeah, there was, I'd have to really reread them, but, yeah, there was a few one. Fall of Avalon, Cold Heart, Space Age. I think there was another Lions one. So yeah, that was pretty good. Salations. Oh, a Murder Game. Yeah, wish I still had that. Something I will mention is the Doctor Who guidelines for prospective authors. Authors? 5 pages instead of 30 odd, or 20 odd with the Virgin ones. But yeah, I sent a few proposals off. Somehow I've got replies for Crucifixion, Time of the Daleks, Start Days, Time of the Daleks but not Grey Dominion, or the version I sent, Grey Apocalypse, I think I called it. Steve Lyons commented on it. I got the Telos guidelines as well, but never sent anything to them, so, which was a shame. But yeah, 5 pages. Yeah, shame I didn't have more original stuff for that. Something else that came out of the movie was Big Finish's audio radio plays, adventures. So, Fires of Vulcan's quite good. Invasion of E-Space, Architects of History, Robophobia, Salation Gambit, Apocalypse Elements, and others. I've also got Guardians of Prophecy, plus the ones from the Davros box set. Juggernaut is good, and Davros Mission is really good. But yeah, I wrote to Gary Russell, and he sent me a amusing letter about my proposals, which was Time of the Daleks, my Dalek Invasion of Gallifrey. Sorry, but I'm going to pass on the enclosed. Well, here's my reasons. So, yeah, that gave me a chuckle, but he did send me the guidelines, which I've kept hold of over the years. So yeah, I'll now enter the competition. But yeah, I think the Salations are the best. Another thing I did was from August 96 onwards, I started pitching ideas to the BBC. David Thompson, October 98. Craig Dixon, 96. Lucy Hannah, New Writing Initiative. Gemma Few, Peter Salmon, Tracy Schofield, Liz Arlard, Ivan McTaggart, David Thompson again, Mal Young, Lucinda Mason Brown. So, yeah. Obviously, most of those were about Doctor Who, but also Thompson didn't reply personally. He did about the Trailer King, an old film idea I had. So yeah, that's finding all that. That's wow. Yeah, all that effort for nothing. Yeah, Cy Town and John Scott Martin. autographed my Day of the Daleks booklet from 2000 when it was at the Adelphi Hotel. So that's a memorabilia event, and it had a synopsis for Ending of the Daleks, a book that never got published, a proposal from Lance Parkin about the Clade not being the enemy and the Daleks not being the enemy of the Time Lords, which is a shame it never got followed up, but I thought it was quite good. Yeah, and they got to help Alex and the Who shop with their stall packing up, so that was nice, and got to see a few people. So you got complete history of the Daleks and events. So yeah, quite nice. Exterminate.